Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Connie and this channel is all about plants. So if you're interested in that type of content, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. So today's video is going to be a plant haul. And these are plants that I've purchased in the month of April collectively from different locations. I think one set of plants is from Home Depot and the other two sets are from some local nurseries here in the South Florida area. So I'm going to start out with the ones that I got from Home Depot because one of them is a wish list plant, and if you guys have been following my channel, you may remember this plant in my 2023 plant wish list video, and this has been on my wish list for about maybe 2 years now, and I finally found it. And you might already know if you saw my short video, but without further ado, let's get into this plant haul. So the first plant that I got from Home Depot is this Philodendron Burl Marks. And this is about a 4-inch, I believe. And it costs about $5.98. And I've had one of these in the past, but I really don't know what happened to it, to be honest with you, with the move to the new house and all that. I'm thinking maybe I gave it away, and I wanted to get another one. So I've been seeing these in the smaller pots. So I decided to get this one right here, and I put it in this urban jungle pot because this is just one of the pots that I had to fit this size plant right now. But I think it actually looks cute in this pot. So if you're from South Florida, you probably know that Philodendron Burl Marks is a plant that's used for ground cover. So this is very common in this area, and it's a really fast grower. It's also easy to propagate, and this one's actually pushing out a lot of new growth. I'm not sure if you can see, but there's a lot of new leaves coming out of this little one already. So yeah, guys, the first one is this Philodendron Burl Marks. So the next plant from Home Depot is a plant that's been on my wish list for a really long time, and you probably know if you've been following me for a while because I've done videos where I've been searching for it at all the big box stores and I could never find it, but finally I found one at Home Depot. Actually, there were about 5 or 6 of them, so I was able to choose the best one. And I'm going to take you to that plant because I've already put it inside of a plant stand. So let me get right over there so I can show it to you. So here it is, guys. It's the Jessenia pothos. And I am absolutely in love with this plant. And now I see what all the hype is about, because before buying this, I had never seen one in person. But when I saw this in person, I saw what all the hype was about, because the color on these leaves is like no other pothos that I've ever seen before. It's absolutely gorgeous. Someone in the comments of my short had asked if there were a couple different types of pothos in this basket, and there aren't. It's just that some of the leaves are actually reverting, like some of these green ones on top. So I might separate those pieces out of this so that it could promote more of the variegation. But you can see that this is different than like a regular golden pothos or a marble queen. It has more of a chartreuse type of coloration, like a lime green on green. And let me show you some of the other leaves. Some leaves are darker than others. But what I'll do is put a golden pothos right up to it, and that way you can see the difference side by side. Okay, on the left is a golden pothos, and on the right is the Jessenia pothos. So you can see the difference. And I went out and I got this plant stand from Walmart. It's in the Better Homes and Gardens line. And I just put it inside there, and I think it looks so pretty inside of it. I got a nice full basket, so I was really lucky to find this. So the next plant is this Apabalis purple sword. And sometimes this is labeled as a Homalomena, but I don't think this is actually a Homalomena. It's very similar though, so it might be related. But what I like so much about this is that it has these markings on the front of the leaf that look sort of like camouflage. But the back of the leaves are this beautiful burgundy color. And also, the leaves have like a velvety touch to them. So I really, really like this plant. And I got this for only like $9.99. And it has a lot of new growth coming out on the bottom. So I'm hoping that I can care for this properly, because Homalomenas tend to be really thirsty plants. And if this is anything like a Homalomena, I'm probably gonna have to stay on top of the watering schedule for this. So what I might have to do is get like a self-watering pot instead of this. But right now I just put these plants in planters that I already had. So for now it's in this little pot by Urban Jungle. And yeah, guys, that's it. The next plant is this Philodendron fuzzy petiole. And as you can see, this one has some really large leaves on it, and that's what attracted me to this. This plant has fuzzy petioles, like the name, and they usually come out this red color. Sometimes they get a little bit more on the green side, I guess if it's not getting enough sun. And at first, the leaves are actually a little red on the back. I don't think you can see it on camera, but I could see it in person. But eventually that red color goes away. But this one actually has some new growth coming out. There is a new leaf right there. And I have it all covered up in this bag right now because I treated the soil, and I just want to make sure that it's isolated from the other plants before I put it out with everything else. You usually can find this at an affordable price in my area anyway. So if you're looking for a philodendron that has some of the same characteristics like some of the more uncommon philodendrons, like the large pillowy leaves and the fuzzy petioles, this is a plant that you might want to look for, because usually you can find it at a good price. This one was $14.99. Unfortunately, this leaf got ripped as it was unfurling, so it is a little bit delicate, but once the leaves mature a little bit more, they are a little bit more durable. So yeah, guys, that's the Philodendron fuzzy petioles. The next plant that I got from that nursery is this Begonia Rex in this hanging basket. I'm not sure what the name is, so if you know, leave a comment down below and let me know. But it's really pretty because it has these really bright neon leaves, and then it has like this burgundy color on the outer part of the leaves. And I just thought it was different. So I picked this one up, and this one is going to be outside on the patio in a shaded area. So the next group of plants that I'm going to show you are from a separate local nursery here in South Florida. And the next one was actually on my 2023 plant wish list. And it's this beautiful Syngonium Ice Frost. And I'm so in love with this plant already. It has these beautiful heart-shaped pillowy leaves, and they also feel sort of velvety. And this plant is a climber. As you can see right here, it climbs upward, and all the new growth comes out of the top part as it climbs up. This is a new leaf right here. So I'm gonna get a bamboo stake to put inside of this so that it can support it. But I'm so happy with this plant, and I just got it, but I'm in love with it. I had actually seen some of these before, and they didn't look as great as this one did, but I'm really picky when it comes to what plants that I get, so I left the other one there, and I went back to that same plant nursery, and this time I found this one, so I'm so happy I waited. Syngonium Ice Frost. So the next two plants are Aglaonemas, and this is one of them. Sorry guys, I still have it in the bag, but I'm not sure what the actual name is. It was just labeled Aglaonema SP, but it's so pretty and different than any of the other Aglaonemas that I've ever seen. It has these really bright white petioles, and then the leaves have like two-tone green on the outside, and then it has this white right down the spine of the leaves. The newer leaves look like they're coming out more on the white side. This is a new leaf right here. Not sure what this one's called, but I had to have it. I thought it was so beautiful, and it was also a really good price, so I couldn't pass this one up. If you have any idea what the name of this Aglaonema is, leave it down in the comments. I think it's more of an uncommon one. I've never seen anything like this in any big box stores, and honestly, with all the Aglaonemas out there, I have no idea what this could even be, but I'm gonna look it up and see if I can find any clues, and if I do, I'll leave it on the screen. But feel free to leave comments down below if you have any idea what it's called. So pretty. This actually has a lot of new leaves coming out. These are new leaves down here also, and the new leaves are coming out like white. So the next one is this Aglaonema silverado. I guess it gets that name because it sort of has silvery colored leaves, but I've never seen this one out in any big box stores, and I was really happy to find this to add to my collection. This large plant was only $15. Really, really pretty. And I'm also gonna insert another clip of this in case you can't see it that good in this clip to give you a better look at it. But this one is the Aglaonema silverado. The next two plants from that same nursery are actually Dieffenbachias, and this one right here is the Dieffenbachia reflector. And believe it or not, I'd say maybe about 3 years ago, I had purchased a Dieffenbachia reflector from the same plant nursery. It was actually larger and it cost less at the time. But I've noticed that recently the price on reflectors have gone up, I guess based on the popularity. But I've been on the hunt for one of these and I really wasn't willing to pay all that much that I've been seeing them for online for the size that they were offering. And I knew that this plant nursery had them in the past, so I said, you know what, let me see if they have them again. And they did have them. This is a 4-inch plant and it was $18, but I checked the pot and there's actually about 5 or 6 plants in this one pot. So this piece right here is the biggest piece of the plant. And I guess if I wanted to, I could separate all these other ones to make separate plants out of them. And that's probably what I'll do. I might keep maybe one other one in here. But I really love this. As you can see, it has like a camouflage type of pattern on the leaves. And they're also velvety. And I'm really happy I found this. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna put this one outside because I find that Dieffenbachias do a lot better outside. And since this is such a small plant, all this new growth, I wanna make sure that it grows and gets nice and full. So, Dieffenbachia reflector. Oh, I just noticed that's a new leaf growing out the top. I don't know if you can see right there. That's a new leaf. Really, really pretty plant. So like I said, the next plant is a Dieffenbachia as well. And this one is sort of an uncommon variety. This is not one that you can usually find at a big box store. And let me just get it out because it's a little bit on the larger side. So this is it right here. This is a Dieffenbachia crocodile. And this is a really beautiful plant. I love the way that it grows outward like a fan. And another unique thing about it is that the leaves curl up like this, and they actually have like a rough texture to the back of them. I wish you could see this up close. I'll insert another clip so you can see what the leaves look like up close, but if you look right there where the spine of the leaf is, right here, it looks sort of ruffly. That's what I'm talking about, where that texture is. So on the back of the leaves, that's what you get, that rough texture, like a crocodile skin. And then let me show you the front of the leaves. So it has like this deep green color. Let me see. Like that. And then it has those white speckles on it. So I'm a Dieffenbachia collector, and I really can appreciate the uniqueness of this plant. This is another one, like I said, or I think I said, that you can't find at your local big box store as of yet, especially in this area. But I'm so happy that I was able to find this one. And I just love how it grows like that. This is what the stem looks like. So cool. And let me see, I think I see a new leaf. Not sure. Yep, there's a new leaf. A little tiny one shooting out from the top. But yeah, guys, Dieffenbachia crocodile. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you've ever heard of this and if you have one in your collection. Since I originally recorded this video, I also picked up this philodendron from a local nursery, and it wasn't labeled, but I'm almost certain it's a golden violin, like the one that they're selling at Costa Farms. And I think it's so cute. I love how the new leaves come out this bright neon color. But if you look at these smaller leaves, they sort of have that bluish green color like the philodendron silver sword. So I'll see how this continues to grow, but I think it's really cute and I'm happy I added this to my collection. I've also picked up another Dieffenbachia camouflage. And I also got this one from that same local nursery that I got the golden violin. It was the only one left, and I thought it was just waiting for me because I've been seeing camouflage Dieffenbachias recently, but they haven't had this really nice dark green contrast on the leaves. A lot of them had leaves that were just similar to this leaf right here where it didn't have the dark green on the leaves, and that's what I love so much about this one, the dark green on the lime green contrast. So I'm really happy I got another one of these. You may know that the one that I had previously is in rehab right now in the backyard, and I'm not sure if it's gonna make it, but I couldn't wait any longer. When I saw this, I just had to have it. As of right now, I have it on the front porch, and it's temporarily in that pot because I'm not sure if this area is gonna have too much sun. So once I see how well it does here, then I'm gonna transfer it to the same type of pot that I have this monstera in. It's like a white stone pot. But yeah, that's my Dieffenbachia camouflage. And here's a recap of some of the other plants that I've gotten in the month of April that I've already shown you at the end of my plant shopping videos. So that's all I have for this plant haul. Let me know in the comments what was your favorite plant that you saw in this video. Also, whether you have any of these in your collection and if you've marked off any of your wish list plants lately. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and share for more plant related videos. Until next time, thank you guys so much for watching and take care.